Welcome, friends. Welcome, wanderers and wonder-seekers, strangers and stargazers. Welcome you who come coveting the craven and cruel or admiring the abstruse and arcane. Welcome, disciples of the disturbing, exponents of the exquisitely eerie. Welcome, freaks and fiends, chimeras and curiosities, oddities, outsiders and others of all outline and orientation. And of course, welcome to you, who are only and all too human. Welcome, welcome, one and all, to Professor Pandemonium's peculiar panoply. We are delighted that you have chosen to give your time and attention to our simple spectacle, and hope that you find as much joy here as your presence brings our performance. I confess, some who purchase tickets think it's a rather disappointing diversion. To them, we are nothing more than a motley collection of tents and a ragged midway under flickering buzz of electric lights. The panoply is not for these sawdust-stuffed dolls who enter and leave again unchanged. Neither is it for the creatures of meat and bone who cannot so much as imagine the rare and mysterious things they might have known, were they able to look beyond the tarnished brass and peeling paint. You, though, you are one for whom this place was made. And you, I think, will find what you seek inside our gates. For you know that, as they say, looks may be deceiving. But before we begin, allow me to introduce myself. I am, of course, the Ringmaster. Reverent vice and grey iniquity, shrewd harlequin and foolish wit, magician, maestro, magistrate, progenitor, raconteur, conductor of the carnal chorus in which all must some day play. And, of course, left hand to the magnificent Professor Pandemonium, whose pleasure we serve. I am also your guide and chaperone. So, having made your acquaintance in a manner quite loquacious, if not logical, I invite you to come with me and behold such things as dreams are made of. But remember, be careful what entertainments draw your eye, because in the end, the beautiful and the grotesque are not so different as all that. And now, the panoply awaits. Right this way, round the corner. Just through here and under... Purchase tickets? Of course not. You are the Professor's guest, and it has all been arranged. No. What have I told you about our special patrons? Well, that's right. And when we see one of them apparently breaking the rules, we are to come to me directly. Precisely. And as they are already with me, it would be reasonable to conclude that they are, in fact, acting appropriately. Yes? Yes? Wonderful. You've done nothing amiss. This time, I only ask that you stop and think before springing into actions that might be irreparable. Back to work with you. Go on. I'm sorry about Leonidas. He feels very strongly about line jumpers and gate crashers. A trait that comes in quite useful in one's ticket taker, I grant you, but one that can become a problem when taken to extremes. He is, on occasion, rather narrow in his interpretation and overzealous in his enforcement of the rules. But never mind about that. As I said, you are the professor's guest, and thus none of the rules put in place for the sluggish of soul must be applied, rendering this conversation entirely hypothetical and superfluous, which is where we shall leave it. Do stay close, please. We're nearly there. And look. There, before you lies the panoply. Magic made manifest, fantasy formed and forged, a carnival concocted of conjecture and certainty, companionable cravings and contradictory compulsions. Before you lies a dream. And we are dreamers, all. Where would you have us go first? A game, perhaps? Try your hand at the shy, spin fortune's wheel? There are prizes to be won. Bright baubles, charming curios, magnificent mechanisms, wishes of all sorts. Yours for nothing more than a few coins and a flick of the wrist. The show tents? Would you be dazzled by our magician's art? Thrilled by thrown knives and swallowed swords? Charmed by the cut-ups and capers of clowns? Or have you darker desires? Shall we see the sensuous samba of the snake woman, swaying sinuously, supple circles of skin on slick scale? A visit to the Hall of Wonder? Or there's time yet? Oh, time enough. You're expected in the end. We are all expected in our turn. Why, under the big top, of course, in the very heart of it all, a place for you has been reserved. It has always been reserved. But, for better or worse, that is hours away. Lady Night has only just unrolled her starlit carpet. Come, which pleasure shall you sample first? Let us entertain you.